regarding staff communication plan, is there a WorkSafe BC example or template you could share or that exists?
Well, in the COVID safety plan, it does talk about that. And then if you go into some of the industry-specific procedures, it does talk about things, how you would be communicating with your staff. The recommendation is to minimize huddles as you normally would have in the morning, and find alternate measures or means to communicate with your staff on a daily basis or when you see fit. So it may have to be via text or chat. But with respect to the procedures, they need to be available for staff to read, either posted in the lunchroom and in the general area for clients to see as well. So we're not prescribing any specific communication method. You just have to make sure that when you're communicating in a way that you're not putting people at risk of exposure by getting into that 2-meter physical distancing area.
There's kind of a couple of connected questions I'll ask now as well. First of all, in terms of posting the safety plan, I think you kind of answered this, but where exactly does it need to be posted, and should it be posted online? Is it recommended to post it online? And obviously physically, where does it need to be posted? And then a second kind of follow-up question as well is, are there any other documents that are mandatory to be posted to our website, such as customer policies or the entire procedure or anything like that? Or maybe not necessary, or at least recommended?
I'll start from our side, if Jen wants to jump in afterwards. But the order issued by the provincial health officer states very clearly that the COVID safety plan must be posted in the workplace, and it must be posted on the company website. The posting in the workplace must be able to be reviewed by staff and possibly by customers, but then you're creating touch points. So that's why they prefer on the website for customers to use. It must be available on the workplace when either a prevention officer from WorkSafe BC or an environmental health officer from public health comes in to ask to see it. So it needs to be available. And there's no other additional things that we say need to be posted other than things that the employer decides to put into place for procedural things for their staff, and also for that delineation of people walking through and whatnot. If you're creating pathways, you have to make sure that it's clear that you're not going to put people at risk by making your pathways or your designated walking areas vague, right? So if you're going to create procedures for people to travel through the workplace, that needs to be posted and made visible so you don't get people bumping into each other.